Welcome to another MP4Nation.net play and review. Today we have the new Gemei X590. It is the latest player, even though there's an X750 and X760 that are older. For some reason Gemei gave this a lower numbering. It does come in this heavy ass box for no apparent reason. It does use the ADI Blackfin chipset. It uses the BF531 chip, which has a lower clock speed than the 533 chipset. This has a 400 megahertz core speed, but don't let the lower speed deter you, because the player handles and performs just as well as the JXD 301 or the Anino V2000. Let's take a look. You have your Chinese language manual, but this player is pretty simple. It's exactly the same. It handles exactly the same as the JXD 301 or any other ADI players that I've seen. It has a pairs of earmuff, 2 pairs of earmuff. It has this rather strange looking headphone, kind of bulkier looking, but it's actually quite good apparently. So you have a 5-pin USB data cable, and you have the 2-pin USB wall charger. If you live in a country that isn't in America, which doesn't use a 2-pin, we do normally send you adapters that will allow you to use that in your country. The player can be charged either from the computer or the wall charger, so it's up to you. Here's the player. It's the first ADI player that I've come across that doesn't use a 3-inch LTPS screen. This has a 2.5-inch QVGA screen. It has dual speakers on both sides. It does have a mini SD slot here, and it supports SDHC memory cards right out of the box, so you can add up to an extra 4 GB of memory. This player itself has 2 GB of internal memory. Gemei rarely makes anything more than players with more than 2 GB of internal memory. It actually has a nice textured back. It's a nice finish. I think it probably has just as a nice finish as the V2000, much nicer looking than the JXD 301 or the X760. It has a on-off button here, a hold button here, and actually the button layout's nicer than the 301. It's softer, and while playing games you'll find it easy to control. And let's just turn on the player. There we go. As you'll see, the layout of the user interface is similar to that of other ADI players, except instead of having all the icons going up and down, it has icons scrolling on the bottom. I think it's just a change in how the theme of the graphics. I'm pretty sure you can just change it as you would change the graphics on the theme. It has your standard functions, your music, your movies, your video clips, which is basically you can just load your smaller video files into this section. Your radio, your games, and it can play your NES, SNES, Sega Mega Drive, Game Boy, Game Boy Advanced, Neo Geo, all the same formats that the 301 or any other ADI Blackfin player 5331 can play. Your voice recorder, your ebook function, your picture viewer, your disc navigation, which is exactly like all the other ADI players. There is very little difference between this and other players, even though it uses the 531 chipset. Your picture viewer, your configuration, and your music. This plays MP3, WMA, VBR, APE, and FLAC, so it does play lossless formats also. There we go. And the dual speakers are quite loud and clear, so you can actually, you don't really, you can use the speakers and the music does sound good. And it's really easy to fast forward. There you go. Easy to reverse. Go to the next song. There. So, and just exit. Your movies, it plays a host of movies, because this already comes with the latest firmware for the ADI player. So this can play RMVB, RM, AVI, FLV, MPEG-1, MPEG-2, WMV, and ASF. It can also play DAT, VCD, and VOB for files for DVDs also. So it plays a slew of file formats. I have been telling people on my forum, if you're already converting your your video files down from high resolution XVids down to like XVids that play at 320, 240 resolution, start converting them to RMVB if your player supports them, because you can set the RMVB files to a much higher resolution without seeing any lip sync issues or the video playback getting sluggish. You can easily fast forward on this. I do think the new Enino V2000 SC with the JZ4740 chip handles video fast forwarding and rewinding better than the ADI, as you just saw. And you can save your position and stuff. Another reason why I think the JZ4740 is a bit better chip than the ADI, as you just saw, as I just did the review of the V2000 SE. You can compare the two differences. Just go back. Your video clips are the same. You can just load your small video files in this. Your radio, it's pretty decent. Gemei's always had a pretty decent radio chip installed on these. The NES and stuff plays pretty smoothly. It's no difference from that of the V2000 that I saw anyway. Let me just show you two Neo Geo files. The first one's like a bubble game, I guess. And let me just zoom out. So the controls are actually nicer on this, at least I've found, compared to my V2000 that I use with the gamepad. And the JXG301. The controls on this are much smoother. Anyways, let me just show you now Metal Slug, how it plays on this. Metal Slug plays exactly the same on this. It's kind of smooth at the beginning and then slows down. But if you turn off the audio, the game plays fantastically. But the most noticeable difference was in how the controls work, because I love playing Metal Slug, and I noticed the biggest change, the biggest difference in the controls on this. I was able to better play Metal Slug on this than on my V2000. Let me just reduce the volume a little. As you see, it plays kind of sluggishly with the audio on. Alright, now if you turn the sound off, it plays great. And I just found like how you can throw all the stuff, like move the controllers, a lot nicer than what I felt on when I was trying the JXD301 or when I play with the V2000 with its gamepad. Anyways, I just wanted to show that. And then it has your voice recorder, your ebook function, which it's all standard. Nothing very fancy. They do all have resume play capability, so if you come back to like the ebook, you can start from where you last left off. Same with the games, you can save the positions, same with the videos, and same with the music. And as you can see, it all moves fast, pretty good there. Anyways, it's all standard. The only difference is that there's your file navigation. The only difference is that the layout's slightly different, and this uses the BF531 chipset. So, but apart from that, I think this Gemei is pretty nice. It's very lightweight. It has the a 1200 mAh battery, so it does give you about 8 to 10 hours of audio and about 3 hours of video. For playback, for game playing, I think it gives you about another 2 or 3 hours. So there you go. It's very lightweight and it's cheap. It's with all our specials going on, you can probably get it for about $102 for the 2 GB version. Anyway, head on to mp4nation.net to check this out or more pictures. Check out our forums to discuss or get a coupon to make this purchase cheaper if you're looking to buy it. Anyways, here's the Gemei X590. Thank you.